Airports are more than just hubs for air travel. They are bustling economic engines that generate billions of dollars in revenue each year. From the moment you step into an airport, you're entering a carefully designed ecosystem where every service, shop, and square foot is optimized to make money. But have you ever wondered how airports turn a profit? Today, we'll take you behind the scenes to explore the fascinating world of airport economics, uncovering the many ways airports make money and the challenges they face in staying profitable. At first glance, it might seem like airports make most of their money from airlines. After all, planes are the reason airports exist, right? While it's true that airlines are a significant source of revenue, the reality is far more complex. Airports have diversified their income streams to include everything from retail and dining to parking and real estate. Let's break it down and explore the key ways airports generate revenue. One of the primary sources of income for airports is aerospace fees. These are the charges airports impose on airlines for using their facilities. These fees can include landing fees, which are based on the weight of the aircraft, and terminal fees, which cover the use of gates, check-in counters, and baggage handling areas. For example, a large international airport might charge tens of thousands of dollars for a single landing by a jumbo jet. These fees are critical for covering the costs of maintaining runways, terminals, and other infrastructure. Landing fees are typically calculated per metric ton of the aircraft's maximum takeoff weight. For instance, at London Heathrow, one of the busiest airports in the world, landing fees can range from 20 to 25 pounds per metric ton. This means a Boeing 747, which weighs around 400 metric tons, could incur a landing fee of 8,000 to 10,000 pounds per landing. Multiply that by hundreds of flights per day, and it's easy to see how these fees add up. Terminal fees, on the other hand, are charged for the use of airport facilities like gates, check-in counters, and baggage handling systems. These fees can vary widely depending on the airport and the level of service provided. For example, at Dubai International Airport, airlines pay premium rates for access to state-of-the-art terminals and luxury lounges. But aerospace fees aren't just about covering costs. They're also a way for airports to incentivize certain behaviors. For example, some airports offer discounts to airlines that operate during off-peak hours, helping to balance traffic throughout the day. Others charge higher fees for noisier or less fuel-efficient aircraft, encouraging airlines to adopt more sustainable practices. Another major revenue stream for airports is passenger fees, often included in the price of your ticket. These fees can include security charges, airport improvement fees, and passenger facility charges. For instance, if you've ever noticed a small fee added to your ticket when flying out of a major airport, that's likely going straight to the airport's coffers. These fees help fund everything from security upgrades to terminal expansions. Security charges are one of the most common types of passenger fees. These fees cover the cost of screening passengers and baggage, as well as other security measures like surveillance systems and personnel. In the United States, for example, the Transportation Security Administration charges a security fee of $5.60 per the one-way trip, which is passed on to the airport. Airport improvement fees are another common type of passenger charge. These fees are used to fund capital projects like new runways, terminal expansions, and technology upgrades. For example, Vancouver International Airport charges an airport improvement fee of $25 for passengers flying within Canada and $30 for international flights. These fees are collected directly from passengers and contribute significantly to the airport's revenue. Passenger facility charges are yet another type of fee that airports use to fund infrastructure projects. In the United States, these charges are capped at $4.50 per flight segment, with a maximum of $18 per round trip. While this may seem like a small amount, it adds up quickly when you consider the millions of passengers who pass through major airports each year. Another major revenue stream for airports is retail and concessions. Walk through any major airport and you'll see a shopping mall's worth of stores, restaurants, and duty-free shops. Airports lease space to retailers, earning rent and often a percentage of sales. High-traffic airports like Dubai International or London Heathrow are masters of this. resorts, offering luxury brands, gourmet dining, and even spas. For passengers, these amenities make layovers more enjoyable, but for airports, they're a goldmine. Some airports generate more revenue from retail than from aviation-related activities. The key to successful retail operations in airports is understanding passenger behavior. Airports carefully analyze passenger flow to determine the best locations for shops and restaurants. High-traffic areas like security checkpoints and boarding gates are prime real estate for retailers, and airports charge premium rates for these spaces. For example, a duty-free shop located near the gates for international flights can generate millions of dollars in revenue each year. Duty-free shopping is particularly lucrative for airports. These shops sell goods like alcohol, tobacco, and luxury items without local taxes, making them attractive to travelers. In some cases, duty-free sales account for a significant portion of an airport's retail revenue. For example, at Singapore's Changi Airport, duty-free sales generate hundreds of millions of dollars annually. Food and beverage concessions are another important source of revenue. Airports partner with well-known brands and local restaurants to offer a wide range of dining options, from fast food to fine dining. These concessions not only generate rental income but also benefit from high sales volumes, as travelers often have limited dining options once they pass through security. Parking and ground transportation are also significant moneymakers for airports, whether it's short-term parking for quick drop-offs or long-term parking for travelers going on extended trips. Parking fees add up quickly. Airports often charge premium rates for the convenience of being close to the terminal. Additionally, airports earn revenue from rental car companies, taxi services, and ride-sharing platforms like Uber and Lyft, which pay fees to operate on airport property. Parking revenue is particularly important for airports in regions where car travel is common. For example, at Los Angeles International Airport, parking fees generate hundreds of millions of dollars each year. The airport offers a range of parking options, from economy lots to premium valet services, catering to different passenger needs and budgets. Rental car companies are another key source of revenue. Airports typically charge rental car companies for the use of their facilities, including counters, parking spaces, and shuttle services. In some cases, airports also earn a percentage of the rental fees paid by customers. For example, at Orlando International Airport, rental car operations generate significant revenue thanks to the high volume of tourists visiting the area. Ride-sharing platforms like Uber and Lyft have also become important partners for airports. These companies pay fees to operate at airports, and in some cases, airports have designated pickup and drop-off zones for ride-sharing vehicles. While this has created some challenges, such as increased traffic congestion, it has also opened up new revenue opportunities for airports. Real estate development is another growing source of income for airports. Many airports own vast amounts of land, and they've started leasing it for commercial and industrial use. For example, hotels, office buildings, and logistics centers are often built on airport-owned land. Some airports, like Dallas or Fort Worth International, have even developed entire business parks and shopping districts. This not only generates rental income but also creates jobs and boosts the local economy. Hotels are a particularly popular real estate investment for airports. Many airports have on-site hotels that cater to travelers with early flights or long layovers. These hotels generate revenue through room bookings as well as through restaurants, conference facilities, and other amenities. For example, the Hilton Munich Airport is located directly above the terminal, offering convenience for travelers and a steady stream of income for the airport. Office buildings and logistics centers are another important part of airport real estate. Airports often lease land to companies that need easy access to air cargo facilities or transportation networks. For example, at Memphis International Airport, home to FedEx's global hub, the airport has developed a large logistics park that generates significant rental income. Cargo operations are another critical revenue stream, especially for airports located near major manufacturing or trade hubs. Airports charge fees for handling and storing cargo, and they often have dedicated facilities for freight carriers like FedEx and UPS. With the rise of e-commerce, cargo operations have become even more lucrative, as airports handle millions of packages every day. The COVID-19 pandemic highlighted just how vulnerable airports are to external shocks. With travel restrictions and plummeting passenger numbers, many airports saw their revenue drop by 50% or more. To survive, airports had to cut costs, renegotiate contracts, and seek government support. Some even repurposed their facilities for things like vaccine distribution and cargo storage. The pandemic was a stark reminder of the importance of diversifying revenue streams and preparing for unexpected challenges. Looking to the future, airports are exploring new ways to generate income and enhance the passenger experience. One emerging trend is the use of biometric technology for check-in, security, and boarding. This not only speeds up the process, but also creates opportunities for personalized advertising and services. For example, an airport could use facial recognition to offer targeted promotions to travelers as they walk through the terminal. Another trend is the development of airport cities or aerotropolises. These are large-scale developments that integrate airports with commercial, residential, and recreational spaces. The idea is to create a self-sustaining ecosystem where people can live, work, and play without ever leaving the airport area. Examples include Singapore's Changi Airport, which features a shopping mall, hotel, and even a rainforest, and Istanbul Airport, which is part of a massive urban development project. Sustainability is also becoming a key focus for airports. Many are investing in renewable energy, energy-efficient buildings, and waste reduction programs. Not only do these initiatives reduce operating costs, but they also appeal to environmentally conscious travelers and investors. For example, Amsterdam Airport Schiphol has installed solar panels and uses electric vehicles for ground operations, while San Francisco International Airport has committed to becoming zero waste by 2021. In conclusion, airports are complex businesses that rely on a diverse mix of revenue streams to stay profitable. From aerospace fees and retail to real estate and cargo operations, airports have mastered the art of turning every square foot into a money-making opportunity. But they also face significant challenges, from managing costs and maintaining infrastructure to adapting to changing passenger expectations and external shocks like the COVID-19 pandemic. As we look to the future, airports will continue to innovate and evolve, finding new ways to generate income and enhance the passenger experience. Whether it's through biometric technology, airport cities, or sustainability initiatives, one thing is clear. Airports are much more than just places to catch a flight. They are dynamic, multifaceted businesses that play a vital role in our global economy. So, the next time you're at an airport, take a moment to appreciate the intricate web of commerce and logistics that makes it all possible. From the shops and restaurants to the runways and terminals, every aspect of an airport is designed to keep the world moving and to keep the money flowing.